are you as a person different? Like, everyone says that you as a person, you're special. But are you really? I mean, with so many people, there's bound to be at least one person who has ever lived to be somewhat similar to you. And yeah, you'd be right, as they're somewhat similar. Finding similarities is bound to be inevitable, especially by people who share similar genetics or similar life experiences. But could you ever not be special? Is there a way that someone could be exactly like you in every way, shape, and form, and you two'd be so identical there's nothing to differentiate? Not really. Let's do a thought experiment. Let's say you perfectly clone yourself with DNA, everything, and you reenact your entire life. Well, they reenact your entire life. Frame for frame, bar for bar. I think they'd still be different. Because whether it be luck, random chance, or just something subtly changing, there's always bound to be nuance. And heck, they could be drastically different just from one tiny causal event, whether they didn't get what they wanted out of a game gotcha and you did, or they woke up and stubbed their toe and now they're Neo-Hitler. Like, this talks about, like, this brings up, like, the butterfly effect and all that stuff, which are just thought experiments and can't really be proven, but people are always thinking that other people are replaceable somehow, and I really truly don't see how. Like, sure, you might be able to compensate by filling a person that's similar in the way that you want them to be, but I don't think they'll ever do the same exact job. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you don't want them to do the same job, you just want them to do a similar job, whether it be better or worse. But obviously, it can also be a bad thing. And I don't think you should view people as replaceable ever. Everyone's irreplaceable, whether it be the time they were born or the genetics that they have. Every part of their life is going to be different from anyone else who ever lives, just because they were born, and an infinite amount of theoretical people were not, and they were different. This isn't to be like, oh, I'm so different, you can never be me, which you can't be, because I am different. But it's more of to stray away the idea that people are replaceable and that you can get the same job done with a different person. Because sure, like I said, you can get a similar job, but the same, nothing's ever going to be the exact same. Nothing's ever the same. No matter how many times you repeat the same task, no matter how many times you do nothing, it's never going to be the same nothing. There's going to be different thoughts that you have, because you're going to want to advance. You're going to want to be different. You're going to be bored of doing the same, and you're going to want to improve upon stuff that you've been doing every day and see how you can get a little and a little bit faster. Nothing's ever the same. Even if you repeat the same day over and over again, if you retain your memory, it's never going to be true repetition. I think people often ignore nuance and underestimate how valuable nuance is, because enough nuance and it's completely changed. It's unrecognizable from what it once was. Just like AI. Like, if you ask AI to copy an exact image, it's got some nuance. Do that over and over again, it's gonna look completely different from where it began. Or if you don't like AI, then draw the same picture over 100 times, tracing over it, it's gonna look different. But I feel like AI is sort of a better example, just because we view AI as more perfect than we are, even though that's not quite possible, because the idea of perfection is bias. There is no true perfection. There is the most efficient way possible to do something, but there's going to be sacrifices that are made to achieve the fastest and most efficient way possible. And you have to kind of balance out whether you want to be efficient or you want to, enjoy yourself or any other causal thing, which will never cause it to be the same, because AI is going to have, even AI is going to have some nuance embedded into it, so it can try out new stuff and evolve. Because if you stay stagnant too long, then you're going to be left behind. That's just evolution. Because if you don't adapt, others will. And they'll outgrow you and outpace you and be better. And if you don't change, then, well, that's GG's. That's raps. But I also think that people overvalue being different. Being different isn't necessarily a good or bad thing. Nothing is truly good or bad, as I've said before. But being different is just that, different. You can have a perspective on something that no one's ever going to conjure up because they aren't you. And out of everyone in a room, if you were given the same question, you could be the only one to answer differently. And there always will be someone who answers differently. If there's a theoretical infinite amount of people, someone will always come up with a new, unique answer. I think that's nice to think about, that no one can truly be the same. Because I've said this multiple times, but it'd be boring. Same person, same day, same everything. Like, if you play a game long enough, you're gonna get bored of it. It's the same stuff every time, and you know how to do it efficiently at this point, so why not try something new? You don't want to stay stagnant. Then what's it mean to be normal? Like, normal is just not really a thing, right? If everyone's different, then no one is normal. Normal is just an idea that everyone kind of is sort of similar to this idea of a person, a normal person, that doesn't exist because it is an average. And one of the rarest things to be is average. Especially with such a complex amount of factors going into your being as a person, it's almost basically impossible to be quote-unquote normal. There was always something different with you than the normal man or woman, or whatever the frick, I don't care. Kill yourself, my fault. I don't mean it. But you can't ever be normal, so I feel like striving to be normal is weird, no? Because by definition, being normal is to be different, and you're already different, so what are you striving for, really? To be seen as normal? Most people aren't seen as normal, so you would be normal. Weirdo. Genius. But yeah, I think that will be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then check out my other ones. And I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Goodbye.